Well, hey, let's face it. If we're talking about board member orientation, if our board members are not oriented, where does that leave them? I think it might leave them disoriented, and that's never a good thing. That's not where we want our board members. You know, I've quoted here an excerpt from the book Lessons from the Non-Profit Boardroom, written by Dan Busby and John Pearson. This one sentence I think is profound. You know, it takes a minute for it to sink in. But the quality of the orientation process is a reflection of the quality of the board and the ministry. Now, if you just slow down and think about that for a moment, that's a pretty heavy-duty statement. The quality of the orientation process is a reflection of the quality of the board and the quality of the ministry. And I think it's accurate, but it's also a heavy statement. It speaks to the people who are coming onto your board, the care and the diligence and the effort and the attention to detail that you put into the orientation process. They will notice that, and it will make a difference. So in terms of documents, this is easy. Just make sure that your new board members get your articles of incorporation, your bylaws, any policy documents that you have, meaning like policy manuals and that, particularly your director and officer liability insurance policy, your audited financial statements, related reports, including any reports on internal control, your internal financial reports, a brief history of the ministry or the organization, minutes of recent meetings, a list of who the current board members are and brief bios for them. That would be a starter set of documents that would help them just sort of read and get an orientation as to what your organization is about. Now, in terms of discussion items, I've got a list here. Again, it's a starter list, but it's a suggested list. But mission and purpose, you know, what are we called to do uniquely as an organization? What are our key strategies, programs, activities, and initiatives that help us carry out that mission and purpose? What is the term of a board member? How are board members elected? What constitutes a quorum in a meeting? Are there different different rules for different decisions? Meaning, do we have to have a supermajority vote positively or favorably for something, depending on what it is? When are the board meetings and how long do they typically last? What are the major risks that the organization faces, and how are those risks being mitigated today? What types and levels of insurance does the ministry have? And as your current slide says, what board level committees do you have? What level of engagement are board members expected to have? And are board members expected to financially support the ministry?
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more finance, governance, and fundraising news and insights for your church or ministry.